Oakland Athletics Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
They've done it again, and again, and again. The walk-off is becoming the trend as of late in the East Bay. 10 times the green and gold have sent the fans home happy on the final at-bat of the game. Over the past month, they have taken down some of the best and most storied teams with one swing. And it hasn't been just one guy. 10 different teammates and 9 different opponents. They lead the majors in walk-offs, making the Athletics the talk of baseball. Their never-say-die attitude has you glued to the diamond for the full 27 outs. Can they maintain the excitement? Can they surge toward the postseason and surprise the baseball world? The answers are next on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Well, the Coliseum should be rocking again tonight. The A's are red hot. They've won 7 out of 8. They're 5 games over 500, and they're trying to do it again to the Yankees. Jared Parker tonight will pitch for the Athletics. Phil Hughes will pitch for the Yankees, and the hero from last night is Brandon Moss. He's going to play right field tonight, so a different position for Moss tonight. So it's the third of a 4-game series, the A's and the Yankees, coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball, along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, we are all certainly having a lot of fun up here in the booth, down on the field, in the clubhouse, but it's all about the walk-off home runs and walk-off hits for the A's right now, and man, that makes it exciting.
Tremendous amount of confidence. If you think about this ball club, no matter where they are, and I think you described it perfectly, with the walk-offs, it happened on Wednesday. Brandon Hicks, and I say that slowly because there's a lot of Brandons involved here, but Hicks did it, first major league home run, right center against the Rangers. Probably a very big game considering the A's taking on the New York Yankees in this 4-game series. And then last night, another Brandon Moss with a walk-off base hit scoring Cespedes. And you look at the ball club, they feel that no matter where they are, Cano ties in the 9th inning, they figured there's going to be another walk-off. That's exactly what happened last night. A lot of excitement, a lot of confidence in this club.
Now, the A's may be the hottest team in baseball right now, and they also may have the hottest player in baseball. Yoenis Cespedes has 18 hits in his last 31 at-bats.
Yankees did not see him in May. They are seeing him firsthand. 2 games already. The bat speed, unbelievable. That was a curveball, a hanging curveball, very slowly thrown by Freddie Garcia. It went to the seats very quickly, as Garcia even very appreciative of that. It's amazing the way the ball goes through the infield. Guys dive for balls, and all of a sudden they're already past them. The bat speed is tremendous. We have seen it all season when he's been healthy. The Yankees now seeing it for the first time. I think they're impressed, as the rest of baseball is right now.
Yeah, he's having fun, and so are we. So the A's will try to make it 3 in a row over the Yankees. Jared Parker will be making his first ever start against this great Yankee lineup. So there is the challenge for the young right-hander. We'll have lineups and first pitch from the Coliseum when we come back. A's and Yankees.
Sportsnet California is brought to you by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Welcome back to the O.co Coliseum for Game 3 of the 4-game series. The A's and the Yankees. Athletics taking the field with the green tops on tonight, led by Jared Parker, the starting pitcher for tonight. Here's our game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. It's a warm night, 74 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky, but a little bit warmer around the Bay Area today. Lineup tonight for the New York Yankees looks like this. It starts with Jeter, followed by Granderson, Rodriguez, Cano, Teixeira, Ibanez, Chavez, Martin, and Wise. That's Dwayne Wise in right field.
Jared Parker, first ever start against the Bronx Bombers, and trying to duplicate what the other two rookies on the staff have done the first two games. A.J. Griffin Thursday. Last night, Tommy Malone. Excellent baseball. He's won 2 of 3 starts in this month of July, number 4 for him, and it's a big one tonight.
So Jeter steps in, now steps out, and now steps back in. So sunshine on all parts of the diamond right now. And Derek Jeter on the first pitch sends it into center field for a base hit. So Jeter's aboard after one pitch. Here's the A's defense tonight. Cespedes will play left field with Crispin center, and Brandon Moss is in right field tonight. Inge, Sogard, Weeks, and Carter third to first, and Norris does the catching for Jared Parker.
Hitter's called ambushing, and that's what Derek Jeter just did. He ambushed Jared Parker, trying to throw a first pitch strike at 93 down the middle, and got him with a home run. Or with a base hit. The home run last night. Robbie Cano did the same thing in the 9th inning.
So Granderson hitting 249, 25 home runs. He shoots one down the left field line, but foul.
Jared Parker has a very good fastball. He's showing it in the low 90s, but he has to use his changeup early in this game. The Yankees very vulnerable as they were last night. Tommy Malone from the left side throwing a lot of changeups first inning. That's what he throws. 85% of his pitches fastball and changeup. 22% with the change, and it's a good one from the right-hander.
Fastball at 93 miles an hour, bit inside to Granderson. So the A's 4-3 winners on Thursday, 3-2 winners last night. So it's been exciting 2 games so far in this series. Obviously, it helps that the A's have won both the games, but 1-run wins. Two and 1 the count. Jeter with a little bit of a bigger lead this time. Granderson rips it foul. The shadows that we always talk about when it's a 6 o'clock start, they're right at home plate right now, and it will not take long for that shadow right there to be right between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and that's probably when it's most difficult, right?
It is, because the pitcher will be pitching out of the sun into the shadows, and the shadow is going to overtake home plate maybe before this at bat is over by Granderson.
And there is the changeup, and Granderson swings and misses. So that's out number 1.
6 pitches, and on the 6th he throws the changeup with a couple of strikes on Granderson. Maybe out of the strike zone, very close to Bing, but close enough that Granderson had to swing.
Then the Yankees seeing Parker for the first time, and I guess that can be a challenge for a hitter, even if it's a veteran hitter.
Notes when we started this series.
Weeks leaps, and he makes the catch. Terrific play by Jamal Weeks.
He can jump, as he just proved. timed it perfectly. Hard hit by Alex Rodriguez, and Jamiel went down, bent his knees, and jumped straight up and snagged it.
Second baseman, number 24.
Great play by Jamiel Weeks.
Cano.
So 2 outs for Robinson Cano. So we have a terrific defensive play. 3 batters into the game.
And not surprising, Alex Rodriguez swinging at the first pitch fastball, hit it hard, headed for the gap in right center, but robbed by Jamiel Weeks.
Cano, 22 home runs, 56 runs batted in, and a .321 average. 2 for 4 on Friday, 2 for 4 last night, 1 for 4 on Thursday. And he has a 23-game hitting streak with a .400 average during that hitting streak.
Started the night 0 for 2, and looked like he might be having his final at bat as the A's Tommy Malone was going through the order. Finally got a base hit off the glove of Eric Sogard at shortstop, then a home run in the 9th inning.
Inside to Cano.
And Joe Girardi said there's one guy, one hitter in the Yankees you won't see teams using the shift, and this is the guy. Because of that, left-handed hitter hitting the ball out to left field. He can hit it out down the right field line, center field, which he did last trip, first trip the Yankees made to the Coliseum. Kevin Long, the hitting coach, to the right of the manager.
Chop toward Weeks. He'll flip to first side, retired. So a leadoff single by Jeter, but nothing else. He is stranded, bottom of the first. Coming up, no score. Up tonight against Phil Hughes. Chris Weeks, Reddick. Reddick will DH. Cespedes, Moss. Moss will be in right. Carter at first, then Inge, Sogard, and Norris.
Phil Hughes on the mound for the Yankees tonight. Another right-hander. CC Sabathia pitched tomorrow, but the right-hander tonight, making his 19th start. 9 wins on the season. Good fastball, low 90s. He'll throw a 2- and 4-seam fastball along with a curveball and a changeup. And he's had some interesting games that he has pitched against the A's, which we'll talk about as this game progresses.
Do you mean some really good and some not so good?
Yeah, exactly. Some high-scoring contests.
So Hughes, big right-hander, 6'5", 240 pounds. He's 26 years old. First pitch, a strike to Coco Crisp. See Rodriguez, a couple steps in on the grass. Teixeira tight as well. 243 the average for Crisp. 4 hits in the series and a couple of runs scored. Broken bat, shallow right. Wise comes in. The barrel of the bat lands right next to Teixeira, who picks it up. So that is out number 1. Here's the defense for the Yankees. Abanez in left, Granderson in center, Wise in right, Rodriguez and Jeter left side, Cano, Teixeira on the right side. Pretty good infield. And Russell Martin is the catcher. So here's Jamal Weeks. Strike down around the knees.
Sure, the fly ball, and Sun blocked the bat, didn't see it. Fortunately, he took step 2 towards second base to avoid being hit.
Shadows could have played a part. They've now inched out in front of home plate. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but what makes it difficult for a hitter is the ball goes from light to shadow. Makes it a little bit harder to see.
Spin. Good hitters, and most hitters are good hitters. Some care less about the spin of a baseball. But if you're throwing through one or the other, it's tough once it enters or leaves sun into the shadows to be able to shade, to be able to see spin on the baseball. And that's what happens up in Seattle Safeco Field when they have the roof open and the shadows, big shadows, come through.
So that's why when that shadow gets to the halfway point, that's when the ball is really going from light to dark. Right now it's just out in front of the hitter, so it may not. He's recognized the baseball probably by the time he gets into that shadow. Maybe next half inning.
That's why I can think of all-star games that have been played in Anaheim, which was a long one. Extra innings. San Francisco, Oakland was extra innings, because early in the game you can't see, because they'll start on the West Coast for East Coast prime time, which is about 5:20 local time, and the shadows are horrible, and they're like that probably a couple of hours from that time. You could have a lot of baseball played, and it's a great time in October if you're in postseason, because those games start around that time. So this helps a team get accustomed to those times, start times, which is very difficult to see.
Another 1-2 pitch and another foul ball by Weeks. This one bounced right over the tarp.
Mentioned Wise, when Wise playing right field. Nick Swisher, who injured, they said, is a hip flexor, came out of the game. It's not going to start tonight. So wish Swish the best, as he's normally in right field, but Wise is there tonight.
Another foul ball.
Wayne Wise will always, forever, be on the Christmas list for Mark Burley. After the play he made in Chicago in perfect game. There is Swishalicious.
Granderson backs up, and he turns around, makes the catch. 2 outs. So Reddick will hit, and Josh Reddick is the designated hitter tonight. Seth Smith is the guy that's getting the night off.
Number 16, Josh Reddick.
Reddick has 3 hits in the series. He's 3 for 8. Had a couple of doubles last night. He's a hot hitter. This one, shallow center. Granderson coming in, and he makes the catch. Side, retired. 3 up, 3 down inning on 3 fly ball outs for Phil Hughes. No score after 1. Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by NHRA Drag Racing in Sonoma. The NHRA Sonoma Nationals return July 27th through the 29th. Tickets, call 1-800-870-RACE. First pitch to Teixeira is outside. Teixeira, Ibanez, and Eric Chavez against Parker, who gave up a hit to Jeter leading off the game. "19 home runs, 64 runs batted in for Teixeira with a .256 batting average. One and two. So the low strike being called by Wally Bell. Teixeira goes after a high pitch, and it's off Weeks into right field. Shift was on. Weeks was out on the grass.
Off of Weeks in right field, into right field.
Yeah.
That ball was hit so hard. Jamiel playing very deep in right field, way out there. It's hit so hard, couldn't get in front of the ball. It might have knocked him out where Reddick is playing, or Moss is playing. Had the ball gotten in front of him. Exmo off his left knee. I bet he didn't see it in the sun. Exmo brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort.
I do not want Jemiah Weeks getting in front of that baseball.
That's why I say it might have deposited him someplace much deeper.
Ibanez takes a strike. 12 home runs, 40 runs batted in, and a .242 average for Raul Ibanez.
What did they say? That was E9? That's a base hit. That's true. He was playing in right field. That's what you do to the shift. Get through it.
Change up, swing and a miss.
Well, if there's ever a time with these shadows in the sun to throw the changeup, especially when it comes out of the hand like a fastball, this is the time to do it.
And Ibanez, 3 pitches, sits down. Strikeout number 2 for Parker.
And great changeup, and because it does come out of his hand like a fastball, and then he pulls the string, it's very, very difficult on the hitter. And Ibanez shows that this ball is out of the strike zone. Easy for us to say, because down there it's very difficult to see.
Here's Eric Chavez. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. Eight home runs, 20 RBIs for Eric Chavez.
"13 great years with the Athletics, 6-time Gold Glove winner, too many injuries, too many surgeries."
And he's going to drop that one into center field, a base hit. So a high pitch that he went after, and got enough on it. So 2 on, 1 out for Russell Martin.
As a changeup off the end of the bat, it broke the bat. Xavi opening up and reaching out.
Russell Martin.
So big weekend for Eric Chavez coming back home. Of course, his brother Casey down in the A's bullpen, and also the father of the Chavez is in town for the weekend to watch Eric play and to see Casey. Say a very proud papa.
Martin could be 2. Sogard has it to Weeks, and that's a double play. So just like that, Parker's out of it, and the Yankees couple of hits but no runs. Bottom of the second coming up.
Tonight presented by Cache Creek Casino Resort on Friday, August the 17th. All participants that purchase a special ticket for this event will receive an exclusive Filipino heritage beanie and a traditional food item served in the Westside Club. Throwing out the ceremonial first pitch will be boxing champion Nonito the Filipino Flash Donaire Jr. For tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/Filipino. I wonder if the WWE going to be out here in force with Josh Reddick.
Never know.
This guy can do anything he wants. Nonito or WWE.
Cano playing right behind second base. Another hard hit ball by Cespedes, but Cano is well placed, and it's a 4-3. And that's out number one here in the second. So that'll bring up Brandon Moss.
The Knicks was playing second base last night, was not playing as close to behind the second base as Cano was tonight, and it cost him. Cespedes got one of his 4 hits up the middle past Knicks. Diving effort, couldn't get to the ball.
So Moss takes the first pitch low. Moss 257, 11 homers, 20 RBIs. And back to Hughes, who grabs it. And that's out number 2. Take a look at the walk-off from last night. Always fun to watch.
Sinking fastball, and Cespedes got a great job because even though there's just one out, he took off pretty much on contact. Is that Combs jumping? What, he gave him a scissor jump? I'm glad he didn't get to him.
Most walk-off wins in a season. Oh, that's interesting.
Let's show that stat again. It was up too quickly.
Pirates in 59. Huh.
Well, Marlins in 97, world champions.
Yeah, I was looking to see which one of the, well, the Twins in 87. Okay.
43 for the Yankees, 1943. Cowboys didn't win that.
What year was that?
43.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's
the skipper. Come on, come on.
That's the extent you're going to see. And he was happy. Here comes Reddick.
Chris Carter lines a single to center field. So that's the first hit off Phil Hughes.
Yeah, the scissor kick by Johnny Gomes. You know, do you think he was in the ring? That's good.
Just get down, take your punishment. Lose your jersey. That's going to happen.
Shredder.
Answer our first question in the post-game interview, and then that's probably going to be about it. So Inge hits with Carter aboard, 2 outs.
I guess you could say Johnny Gomes deserved to do the scissor jump because he had 2 great at-bats coming off the bench. Had a walk and an infield single in the 9th inning. Asked Derek Jeter about the ball, took a funny hop, and he said, I was barely able to catch the ball, get a glove on it because it took such an erratic hop. I thought it was interesting what he said, Kev. He said if he knows it's going to be a true hop, he can actually peek to see where the runner is going to second base and determine what he's going to do, taking the ball maybe to first base. But when it took the bad hop, he had to concentrate on the baseball, and as it turned out, he just kept the ball in his glove, didn't make any sort of a play.
Inge goes around, and that's the first strikeout for Hughes, and that ends the bottom of the second inning. No score, Yankees and A's as we head to the 3rd. California is brought to you by Wendy's. Stop by Wendy's for a Baconator today. 2 hot, juicy beef patties, fresh cooked, and applewood smoked bacon. Makes you want to maybe hit the drive-thru on the way home. One right there in Dublin.
You talk about again?
Yes. So Wendy's in Dublin. I know right where it is. Popped up. Norris watches it go over his head. 0-1 the count. It'll be Dwayne Wise, Derek Jeter, Curtis Granderson. No score, top of the 3rd inning.
Mentioned last night about Gardner's going to be out, and Dwayne Wise does add a little bit of speed, but it's not Gardner for sure. Fans, bring your kids out to the Coliseum Sunday, August the 5th, when the A's play the Blue Jays. 7,500 kids will receive an A's Jamal Weeks drawstring backpack. It's courtesy of Washington Hospital of Fremont. For more information and tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/tickets. I think Jamal could carry one of those on his back and still run fast.
Oh, no question.
He is that fast. Should be a great giveaway, especially before school. We know Jack Cotton will be out looking for his.
Yep, 2nd grader.
So it's a full day?
Big 2nd grader. Oh, yeah. Toward Carter on a half swing by Jeter. And that's out number 2.
This time he didn't get the first pitch fastball that he got in his first at bat in the 1st inning. That he singled to center field.
So Granderson hits.
Number 14, Curtis Granderson.
You don't see Jeter do that very often.
No, you don't. And Chris Carter able to range to his right. We saw last night Brandon Moss going a little bit too far. Not a base hit to occur. Check swing, hitter's not out of the box as quickly.
Thus, you probably just don't feel like running hard after a check swing because you're mad.
And now if Granderson has a check swing toward shortstop, it'll be a base hit because the shift is on to the right side.
Big time. Inches all alone over there.
Great changeup. Floated back from the inside of the middle part of the plate on a 2-0. Granderson sitting fastball.
Swings lofted towards shallow center. Coco Crisp racing in, and he makes a terrific catch at the shoe tops. Didn't need to dive, didn't need to slide. He just made the catch on the move. So a couple of nice defensive plays by the A's in the early going. This one by Coco Crisp. Score. Sogard, Norris, crisp against Phil Hughes. Hughes has allowed 1 hit, got a strikeout in the first 2 innings.
A bit of a short arm by Phil Hughes, and a lot of times the pitcher will wind up, take the arm straight back, but he is right from the right ear, similar to what a catcher does to try to throw a ball straight. So from the hitter standpoint, trying to pick up the release point. Sogard, a big 1-out triple last night. Wasn't able to score though.
So Sogard behind in the count, 1-2. Another nice crowd tonight. It's not a sellout. There's some empty seats down the right field line.
Now from Eric Sogard's standpoint, when he has been with the Athletics, started the season with the A's, a little bit different role for him now, because with Cliff Pennington on the disabled list and with Bob Melvin using more of a platoon system, it's not going to be Eric Sogard or really Brandon Hicks as utility players. They're going to be playing quite a bit. Penny placed on the disabled list yesterday. And he's not going to do anything for a while just because of the left elbow problem. It's not his throwing arm, left elbow. And unfortunately, it seemed to hurt him the most when he was hitting and extended, which usually that's what it does hurt an elbow the most.
2-2 now to Sogard. That's Derek Norris waiting in the on-deck circle, if you didn't recognize.
The beard is coming back.
It is. It won't take him long.
That's exactly what he said. He said, I don't have a problem with facial hair coming back quickly. Hair might take a little bit longer.
So good battle here, Hughes and Sogard. And this one's going to be playable. Teixeira and Martin, and it's going to be Martin with a basket catch. Here's our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray. Log on to csncalifornia.com to post your question. AJ from Vallejo asks, have your crew show you the clip when A-Rod fell into the A's dugout, and look at the reaction of Dallas Braden. Prices. All right, keep an eye on. We'll spot Shadow. Now he's going to get a little help here, right? Obviously, that's what you do. Dallas Braden? Nah, I don't think so.
Get out of my dugout. Long run, and typically you don't see players helping an opposing player, help them after they're falling in the dugout, kind of stop them so they're don't hurt themselves. But you have that long of a run, and there are times you go into the dugout. This is a rare dugout that doesn't have a railing in front, just
go
because
right in.
Dugouts are so far away.
I do believe it's the only dugouts without a railing in front. Well, no, I take that back. Toronto doesn't have railings, or do they?
They added them.
They got little railings, yeah.
They've added them, yes. Usually because the dugouts are so close to the playing area, and the players perch up and they want to try to protect them with the railing. It can help infielders not get errors if they stop by the railing.
Alex Rodriguez throws it across just in time to get Norris. This was 2010 when Alex Rodriguez went right up over the mound, and Dallas Braden was not a happy camper. So the controversy raged on if that was inappropriate for Alex Rodriguez to do.
Alex said about the 15 minutes of fame, and coincidentally a couple of starts later he pitched a perfect game and got a lot of fame. Coming the 19th to throw a perfect game. He's been looking in great shape this time off, and he's taken the time throwing, but he's been working hard. Great condition. When he does come back, and he hopes before the end of the season, he's going to be very good and will continue from that point.
So 0-2 to Coco Crisp, who hit a fly ball to right field. And Hughes on 3 pitches gets Coco Crisp swinging. Second strikeout for Phil Hughes, and he has a 3-up, 3-down inning. Alex Rodriguez is going to lead it off, top of the 4th. Who are the 3 pitchers in Oakland history to strike out 10 Yankee hitters in a game? So 3 pitchers have done it. Alex Rodriguez to lead it off. First pitch from Parker is a slider that's outside. Rodriguez, Cano, Teixeira. Change-up, swing and a miss.
Started with a slider, came back with a change-up. Second time through the batting order. This is always important to look at and remember from the catcher standpoint and pitcher how you face the batters the first time, and then going through the second, change it up a little bit. You can see a first pitch fastball, his first at bat, lined out to second base. We'll show the shadows just like you talk about the second wild card. So that's
get something in my head. You know,
that's right. But you're going to be the one that started it. It's going to be the most important because this is the 21st. 10 days is a trading deadline, July 31st, and we're going to see what happens in baseball, especially those clubs that are close.
That one hits the bag, takes a big hop, and Weeks grabs it, but Alex Rodriguez has a base hit. Here's our Ford right choice. Last night, Tommy Milone, 7 innings, and he struck out 10, so he is one of the 3 on that list for a trivia question. No walks, 6 hits, 110 pitches. Unfortunately, got a no decision, but that's all right. He was terrific.
Tom Terrific.
Tom Terrific.
He's in the Hall of Fame. Tom Terrific, Tom Seaver. Tommy Milone keeps pitching like that. He might be going to Cooperstown in 12, 15 years or 20 years by the time he retires, 5 after that. Tomorrow is the induction ceremony at Cooperstown.
So you were talking about the trade deadline.
Well, it's you can trade unless a player has a no trade prior to the 31st. You don't need waivers or anything, but so we'll see what kind of activity there is, considering there are a number of teams that are close. Division leaders, clubs will be looking for help. Teams that might be close to the wild card or second wild card. That's never had that in the past. The second wild card, which allows a lot of clubs to be closer than they normally would.
1-0 to Cano. Is bounced slowly right side. The flip to first, and Parker gets his foot down, and they just get Cano. So a little bit of confusion, but the A's get the out.
What's great that Parker went over to cover, and also once he missed the ball to continue, the confusion occurred. Carter started to go after it, didn't go after it, then Jamal Weeks started, then Chris Carter got it. And Brian Knight, the first base umpire, able to stand there, watch the foot and the throw, and for the throw and the foot of Jared Parker, and that semi-collision between Jamal Weeks and Chris Carter. A little mismatch there, but they were able to handle it.
So runner in scoring position for Teixeira, and he bounces one. Sogard plays it, throws, and they get Teixeira.
Jamal Weeks was there, slight collision, and Chris Carter said, "Did I feel something?" Slight mismatch on Jamal Weeks and Chris Carter. Fortunately, the big guy able to stand his ground, not be distracted or his throw interrupted. Meanwhile, Eric Sogard fielded Teixeira's ball at second base position, and he's the shortstop. So this has been an inning. Not a lot of pitches thrown, but a lot of activity.
That one down the left field line, and it's plenty deep, home run distance, but foul. So a long strike, 0-1 to Ibanez. Ray, there was a trade today, fairly significant name. Brett Myers went to the White Sox, and the White Sox are one of those teams that the A's are bunched up with in that wild card race. The White Sox lost today to Detroit, so Detroit jumps into first place by a half game over Chicago. So that puts Chicago back on that wild card list. So they get pretty decent closer in Brett Myers. Now this is all updated. The Orioles just won their game. Angels lost today. As I said, Detroit beat Chicago to put the Tigers in first place. So Brett Myers to the White Sox for a couple of minor leaguers and a player to be named later. Remember, Myers was a closer and then a starter, and then he's been closing for the Astros.
I figure the Astros would be a solid. Chuck Ibanez out on a changeup his first at bat. A couple of fastballs and a curveball here, and nice block. Another nice block by Derek Norris. This is a changeup that went into the dirt. Norris, a good job. Had his right hand properly in front of him and able to use the right hand to help block a ball that would have allowed a run to score.
So 2-2 to Ibanez. And that one hit into center field, the base hit, and the Yankees take the lead as Alex Rodriguez trots home. So the Yankees get a big 2-out RBI hit from the veteran Ibanez.
He went fastball, fastball, fastball that he fouled, fastball that he took for strike, slider in the dirt, change up in the dirt, and Ibanez looking fastball, got it. Belt high, a little bit away from him, and he got what he's looking for, and especially after a couple of off-speed pitches missed.
So Eric Chavez hits, and he swings and misses. So Ibanez gets his 41st RBI. .115 career home runs here at the Coliseum for Eric Chavez. His total number of home runs, 240.
And you have to always wonder, what if? What if he could have played healthy his career? Once he started experiencing some shoulder problems, back problems. Different things happen, but still some remarkable seasons with the Athletics. When healthy, couldn't find a better player.
The most he hit in a season was 34 in 2002. First round draft pick in 1996. Of course, the Gold Gloves at third base.
He deserved every one of them. Fantastic third baseman. Defensively, could do it all. Knew how to handle the foul territory here. Great hands, strong arm. One of the first that I remember to see a third baseman actually make a throw across the diamond and bounce the ball intentionally far enough out in front of the first baseman. They get a good hop instead of trying to overthrow, maybe air mailing the first baseman or short hop to the first baseman.
Runner goes, and that one's golfed toward right field. Moss coming in. He's got it. Side retired. Yankees get a run on 2 hits. Bottom of the 4th coming up. New York 1 and the A's nothing. Of course, Tommy Malone, Bobby Witt in 1993, and then Vida Blue did it twice in 1971.
Pretty special year for Vida.
Yeah, he was all right there.
Yeah.
The Vida fan keeping score. Weeks on the first pitch, shoots one toward left field. Ibanez backs up, and he's got it. So Weeks is retired. So 5 in a row retired by Phil Hughes. He's allowed just 1 hit. That was Chris Carter's 2-out single. Pretty good numbers on the shutdown innings, and this is an opportunity for one of those for him. Phil Hughes' season started very poorly. After his first 5 starts this year, he was 1-4 with an ERA of 7.48. But the Yankees stayed with him. Granderson's back. He's going to have room. He's got it. And this was in 2010, right here at the Coliseum.
Well, Derek Barton in the first inning. And then retired the next 20 batters until a teammate right now ended something special. This was in the 8th inning, a no-hitter. Eric Chavez, a ball off Hughes. He couldn't find it. He ended up giving up a run in the game, but a no-hitter through 7. Not bad. Last year, Kipe, you think if you started 2 games and your club scored a total of 39 runs in 2 games, I think you have a pretty good chance to win, right?
2-0.
Last year on the 22nd of July, he started, went 4 1/3, gave up 7 earnings. Yankees won 17-7. A month later on the 25th, went 2 2/3, gave up 6 earnings. 22-9. The Yankees won, no decision, except a high ERA. Remember the 3 grand slams by the Yankees in that game on the 25th? The first time in history it ever occurred. The A's part of history when they gave up the 3 slams. It was not a good afternoon. Rich Harden started, had a 7-1 lead. A's trying to sweep the Yankees in that series, but they came back very strong. 12 walks by the A's bullpen.
That baby is gone.
Wow. Oh.
Number 13 for Cespedes. And that was impressive, folks.
I watched Alex Rodriguez is going to be the all-time home run leader in the history of the game. And just watching his reaction, he had to be as impressed as we all were to watch the ball jump off his bat and go as far as it did to left field. He actually turned around. He knew it was gone. He wanted to see how far it was going to go, and he crushed it. Got a chance to extend the powerful arms on a 2-1 fastball.
Well, Ray, it went a long ways, but it was a line drive.
Yes, it was not a high towering drive. Swung on, gone. That's the way. There's no leading up, no crescendo. It's just how far is it going to go? I hope the guy with the glove caught it, because it was a missile that was heading to left field.
3-0 pitch is in there to Brandon Moss. So that's the 2nd home run in this series for the Athletics. Moss swung at ball 4, and it's 3-2.
Home runs last night for the Athletics, so that's 2 games in about the last 25 that they've not homered. 13 in the game against Seattle. They didn't take one deep.
And that's a fair ball. Teixeira has it. He flips to Hughes, and Hughes gets there. Side retired. Yoenis Cespedes continues to be scorching hot. Watch this home run get out. California is brought to you by Evergood Sausages. Pick up Evergood Sausages at your local grocery store today. Cespedes, the home run, and we're tied at 1, top of the 5th inning. Martin, Wise, and Jeter against Jared Parker. Martin way out ahead of that one. So Cespedes, his 13th home run. He now has 45 RBIs. And he's impressing the Yankees, no doubt. Remember his first at bat, he had a smash right at Robinson Cano.
Now you look at his season in which he went on the disabled list retroactive to May the 7th and came back. He's fortunately been able to stay healthy, or at least to be able to play since then. He missed a pretty good piece of time, at least through the end of the month when the A's played the Yankees, because they did not see him.
Jared Parker, so-so on the shutdown innings. Phil Hughes was not able to do that. The young lefty has got himself a baseball. Martin with a line drive right into the glove of Inge.
Look at the bat speed from this guy. Follow through Hughes. Watch this. That is unbelievable bat speed. How quickly he gets through the hitting zone. That's a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, and he swung at it, got the bat hit through so quickly. It was just a matter of the sound. You knew it was gone, just how far. Home run hitters like Alex Rodriguez, they knew it was gone. How many bags of sunflower seeds he eats in a game? How many did that Holiday eat?
That was a 7.
Don't change a thing, Mr. Cespedes.
Wayne Wise fouls it back. Wise grounded out to Chris Carter, his first at bat. That was leading off the 3rd inning. Again, bounce to Carter, fair ball, steps in the bag, and that's 2 outs.
How about this? 4.8 seconds. Once it left the bat of Cespedes, it landed in left field. 4.8 seconds. Now, a guy sprinting to first base, trying to beat out a hit, runs that fast to first base. That ball left into the left field seats in less than 5 seconds. It was a souvenir for somebody.
Even Phil Hughes is probably impressed.
Freddie Garcia was on Thursday.
First pitch to Jeter is a strike.
It's amazing, the wonderful truck, the guys out of the truck, how they have anything and everything. They've got, you name it, how long it takes, probably the velocity in which the ball left the bat.
That pitch, Jeter thought it was low, and it's 0-2.
Many thought last night the 0-2 pitch late in the game, he ultimately got a base hit to the right side when Brandon Moss ranged too far to his right. Thought maybe it was strike 3. Overall, the umpire crew in this series has been very good.
That one missed off the plate. 1-2, 96 miles an hour from Parker. Jeter just barely got a piece of that one as Parker ran that one in. Five hits so far for the Yankees against Parker. He's looking for his second 3-up, 3-down inning. Not close. 3 up, 3 down inning in the third. You got Wise, Jeter, and Granderson.
To the same pitch to Raul Bañez. And that is something that's unbelievable. No walk so far in this series. Started with A.J. Griffin and then Tommy Malone last night. Bullpen both nights. But he buried the changeup to Bañez. Came back with a fastball on the same count, 2-2. Slider this time, good pitch. Hung it a little bit, but still had a little wrinkle to it instead of the four-seam fastball.
So good battle here between Parker and Jeter. Jeter will slow the game down in the batter's box. Weeks charges on the backhand, throws on the run, and they get Jeter side retired. So it is a 3 up, 3 down inning for Parker. Bottom of the fifth coming up. It'll be Carter and Jim Sogard. We're tied at 1. Sabathia and Cologne, a couple of veterans. Sabathia 10-3, very good ERA at 3.27. Cologne 6-8.
Happy birthday, CC, number 32 for CC. He will start tomorrow. And, he's very proud of the fact he's lost a lot of weight. He looks great considering where he was, where he is now. And I know he told me Thursday how many folks will be coming from Vallejo. He's getting tickets for. And so I saw him last night. I said 275. And he said, "What do you mean?" He thought I was talking about his weight. I said, "No. I know you're lighter than that." That's how many people. He says, "Yeah, it's up to 275. So that's how many he has coming tomorrow, at least. That's by last night. So who knows what it's going to be by tomorrow when Vallejo's most famous person comes and pitches at the Coliseum tomorrow afternoon. Andy Pettit sitting next to him. But CC, no doubt, he's done a tremendous amount of work in the city of Vallejo and back in the East Coast where he makes his home as well.
Full count to Chris Carter, who had a base hit in the second inning. Chris now 10 for 30 on the year. It's that one a one hop toward Cano, who again was playing right behind second base.
Evidently there are numbers out about CC Sabathia in Singleton. Broadcaster with David Cohn on the Yankee side said that pitchers at the age of 32, which he is now with the number of wins that he has in his career, have gone on to win 300.
Yeah, he's the only legitimate guy having a chance at 300.
And that, I think, with his age and his durability, pitching Cleveland and, of course, Milwaukee before New York.
So he's not even to 200 yet. That just tells you how difficult it is. But I guess the point what I was trying to make is there's just nobody anywhere close that's pitching now. So it's almost going to be like kind of like maybe somebody from the next generation of pitchers. You'd have to kind of wait it out. He has a chance to do it. I don't think anybody else really does.
I think the one thing that CC has done throughout his career, he has forgotten about the so-called quality start of 6 and 3. He's gone beyond 6 innings, so he's amassed the innings, which helps himself win games instead of turning it over to the bullpen, expecting a 9-out save. So I think he'll get to it. If he's able to stay healthy, which it looks like he had a slight groin injury that put him on the disabled list. But he is a workhorse, and what he did in Milwaukee, pitching on 3 days rest when they went to the postseason after he was traded from Cleveland, setting the stage for a great career for him.
Jeter ranging to his left, makes a nice play.
During every home game this season, the A's will sell authentic game used and autographed memorabilia in the West Side Club of the Coliseum. Items include autographed baseballs and jerseys, game used helmets, bats, jerseys, and bases, lineup cards, and more. All items are authenticated under the MLB Authentication Program. A portion of the proceeds will benefit the Oakland A's Community Fund. That's always a lot of fun to get items signed, and especially authenticated. And you have a chance to do that.
Ray, you were talking about Sabathia in Milwaukee, and that was 2008, and they made the postseason. And then they made the postseason last year. But them making the postseason in 2008 turned that franchise around. And now they draw great. They have a pretty good team, but it had been such a long time since they had been to the postseason. He got them there. And really, the place went crazy. And now they're averaging 35,000 a game, and people are into it.
That was his free agent season.
Yeah.
And traded from Cleveland to Milwaukee. And what he did, if you're going to be a free agent and you show that you can pitch in 3 days rest, you can pitch, be the workhorse of a team, you're going to get anything. And he got the contract that he deserved.
Yes, he did. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for Hughes ends it with a strikeout, 1-1 after 5.
August the 3rd show set for the sounds of the Olympus is presented by Chevron and begins after the A's play the Blue Jays at the Coliseum. Bring the family and your picnic blankets and enjoy the show from the outfield grass. On-field capacity It's limited. Get here early. Get out on the field early. For tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/fireworks. Get out on Claywood's beautiful grass here at the Coliseum. The outfield, play a little bit of ball maybe while they're getting ready to shoot off the fireworks.
Clay survived the Dogs yesterday or last night.
So that was a piece of cake considering what's coming up in August when the guys who weigh 300 pounds put on those big cleats and start pouncing around on his field. It's called football.
Granderson on 2-0 has a good swing. Granderson, Rodriguez, Cano. So the big boys for the Yankees. If anybody were to get on, Teixeira. 64 pitches for Parker. And a changeup on 2-1, and Granderson missed it.
So Granderson, a 2-0 changeup his last at bat. Called a strike, and then he flew out to center field on a fastball. Nice running catch by Coco.
The A's have been able to control Granderson so far in this series. It's 1 for 10. And a 3-2 changeup, and it's just a bit outside, and that's a leadoff walk.
And that is the first walk. It took 23 innings for the Yankees in this series to their first walk, and it was a changeup.
Number 13,
Granderson top with regard to drawing walks, but also strikes out a few times. This time he's patient. Plus, I think, Kyle, the fact that it's a little bit darker, no shadows, no sun, so easier to pick up pitches. And maybe third time through the batting order, Granderson was sitting more on the changeup, thinking Parker was going to throw another one, which he did.
And just Brandon Moss is still in a bit of sunshine. So Parker is going to have to work hard in this inning. Granderson does have 6 steals. Yankees as a team have 49 stolen bases. That's 11th out of 14 teams in the American League. So they steal some, but not a lot. Taken all the way is Rodriguez, and it's a strike.
Healthy Brett Gardner might steal half of those by himself.
That's right. He stole almost 50 last year. Yankees lead the American League in home runs hit with 149, third in the league in runs scored. That one just a bit outside, 1-1. Rodriguez is 1 for 2. He has scored the only run. It was in the 4th inning, only run for the Yankees. Pitch inside, so it's 2-1.
As a backup slider, and Eric Norris able to catch the ball, almost got past him. Slider you expected to break away from a right-handed hitter instead of it backing up towards the hitter, and he was able to reach back to catch it.
If you tried to throw a backup slider, you couldn't do it.
Not in 100 years.
Granderson runs, and that one's hit toward right field. Moss is under it. He's got it. Granderson back to first. So a big out there.
I think Joe Girardi trying pretty much anything. You have a power hitter in Alex Rodriguez the plate, but a good base hitter in Granderson. He's trying to get him on the move. Good fastball to hit. Fortunately for Jared Parker, got inside enough that inside out swing by Alex Rodriguez could not extend the arms. It's always important for a hitter. Saw Cespedes extend his, and what happened with that bolt.
So here's Cano. He has grounded out to second and grounded out to first. And Norris tried to block it. Looked like it bounced way out in front of home plate. It just trickled away enough for Granderson to go to second base. It's a wild pitch. Not an easy pitch to block.
He's trying to get his body in front. Brought his hand back, but had his body turned at an angle. And a lot of times, you see a catcher having his hand behind his back with a runner on base, trying to block a ball. You can't bring the hand back quickly enough to turn your right shoulder to block. And see how the ball went off to an angle to his right. If he had turned more, maybe by having his hand out in front to where he could try to kind of cup the shoulders, keep the ball in front of him. If you open up to the side, make an angle, the ball's going to get away.
So 2-0 to Cano. Be careful here. Teixeira in the on deck circle. Cano helps Parker out.
That's Cano thinking RBI.
Yeah.
Fastball location inside. It ran away from the left-handed hitter. They're playing him to pull. This is tough because Robbie Cano can use the whole field. The outfield playing him straight up, straight away. Infield though with Sogard almost behind second, the only one close enough to keep Granderson at least somewhat close to second.
2-1 pitch is a changeup that's foul back. Granderson, or Cano, excuse me, is 3 for 10 in this series. So 2-2 the count. He's trying to take the lead here in the top of the 6th inning. High fastball. So the crowd tonight, 28,142. 28142. Outfield, he's straight away and deep. Cano takes it inside, and it's a full count.
Is there a time you don't think about first base being open? It's now. Cano hitting to share in the on-deck circle. Sometimes catchers will look over, just kind of reminder who's in the on-deck circle. Forget it. He's as good as all of them, and this is always a tough lineup because 1 through 9 can be tough. Not a breather.
No swing and a miss and a changeup on 3-2. Strikeout number 3.
You might as well take a chance if you have first base open, even though the powerful Teixeira in the on-deck circle. Pull the string on your best pitch, and that was it from Jared Parker. His signature pitch, the changeup, and a good one. Great one for the strikeout. Maybe Cano looking back to see. I don't know if he foul tipped the ball, but anyways, held by Derek Norris.
So one more out to get here in the 6th. It's Teixeira.
You got 3 strikeouts.
Yep.
All on changeups. All 3 on changeups. Good.
That one, broken bat right to Sogard, who had the shift on, and Parker gets out of it. So Jared Parker, a nice job after the leadoff walk to Granderson. He gets out of it, and we're going to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 1. 6th inning. It's time for the Coors Light Freeze Can. Coors Light Freeze Can is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Another tight game. It's 1-1, bottom of the 6th inning. The first 2 games in this series, 1-run victories for the Athletics. First pitch to Derek Norris is a breaking ball that's outside. 69 pitches for Hughes. He's been good so far. Just the Cespedes home run in the 4th inning. Teixeira over, and he's not going to be able to get there. So 1-1 the count to the A's catcher, Derek Norris. Figure out a way to get Derek Norris a base hit.
Yeah.
He is 0 for his last 29. And how can you not think about it? Especially if you're a rookie. You know that you've gone a while without a hit.
That last pitch is something that A's hitting coach Chili Davis worked with him on the extra batting practice. See how he opened up when the fastball away? He's trying to get him to go through the ball, hit the ball to center field or to right field. That's the best way for a hitter to get out of a slump. See, open up again. But if you just concentrate to center field, to right field, if you're a right-handed hitter, instead of opening up, you open up. Pitchers, catchers going to see that, and they're going to feature fastballs, everything away, because they know you're trying to pull the ball. Open up again just enough, but once he maybe gets a base hit to right field, and he's a catcher, he's watched Derek Jeter in this series, and the best going opposite field with fastballs, whether inside or outside. It's a good way to learn.
Another 2-2 pitch and a breaking ball that's outside. 3-2. So the payoff pitch to Norris, and he missed outside, and he walks the 9th place hitter.
Have your kids eat lunch with the A's this school year. On Saturday, August the 4th, when the A's play the Blue Jays, 7,500 kids will receive an A's lunchbox cooler presented by Capcom. I don't think you can put ice cream cones in them, though, but you can try. For more information and tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/tickets. Tommy Adds are the best. He's an Emmy Award winner. He could find anything that you think about putting in a lunchbox, but I don't know that an ice cream cone probably would be consumed before it even enters the box.
Yeah.
Hughes overthrew the fastball to Derek Norris and walked him.
Showed a little frustration. That's the first walk he has allowed. 3 strikeouts. Rodriguez way in on the grass, and this one's popped up into foul territory. Rodriguez will get back there, and he's got it. So Coco Crisp is 0 for 3. And that'll bring up Weeks. A couple of fly ball outs for Jamal. One to center and one to left. So he is 2 for 10 in the series.
Through the 5 innings, even up 6 fly ball outs, 6 ground ball outs for Phil Hughes. That last one, Coco Crisp fastball got in tight on him and lifted at the last instant, and he could not drive the ball.
Well, Hughes, I mean, he's got 99 strikeouts now in 111 innings, so he's a strikeout guy. But just 3 tonight.
Derek Norris shot up a flare from first base. Remember, he element of surprise, probably not on the radar for the Yankees as far as worrying about stealing a base, and looked like if he had run on the pitch that he started to, the one to Jamal that was inside, might have made it because Hughes didn't even look at it.
Weeks is jammed and pops it foul up over the A's dugout. So 1-2 the count with Reddick waiting in the on-deck circle.
Off a fastball, throwing the curve.
Weeks just has enough to see another pitch.
Okay, pitchers and catchers are working together. That's what you want to see. See the rhythm and everything. Last night, Tommy Malone shook off Kurt Suzuki one time in the first inning. And after that, they got on the same page. And I asked Tommy about it, and he said, I was throwing bad changeups to Teixeira. He said, Suzuki called a fastball. He said, I felt I could throw a changeup better. So I shook to the changeup again and got a ground ball out. But what Kurt Suzuki was doing was staying with what he thought was a better pitch. Changeup wasn't working, so he went to the fastball. But Tommy said, I think I could throw a better one. He shook. After that, smooth sailing for 7 innings. Anytime you see a pitcher or catcher on the same page and the rhythm, it's working great.
Runner goes, throw to second base is high, and Norris is in there. So Derek Norris with a stolen base.
Remember, he has those young legs. That's number 3. Alex Rodriguez, he grounded out to him last at bat, and a throw had to be on the bag. Russell Martin threw it high. And just the fact that Derek Jeter had to reach up and come down, could not quickly enough. And Mike Winters, second base umpire, making the call.
So now the go-ahead run at second. 2-2 to Weeks. And the pitch hit toward left center. Ibanez squares up. He's got it. And that's out number 2. Here's our true story brought to you by McDonald's. August 7th of last year. Josh Reddick, that's him in a Red Sox uniform. That's his first walk-off hit. It was a single in the 10th inning.
How about it?
It was against Phil Hughes, the Yankees. So Josh Reddick.
Oh, Big Poppy wrapped his arms around him. You're not going to get away from Poppy. Now you might. He wouldn't even be out there with the Achilles problem.
No,
he won't be celebrating probably.
No, Matt Kemp was on the DL and he was rolling around on the infield ground.
Right, you pointed that out. That's right.
Did not make a lot of sense to any of us.
Maybe he was healthier than everybody thought. Get involved in the walk-off and trying to hurt people.
So 0-1 to Reddick. He's hit a couple of fly balls to center field. Changeup is just a touch low. So Reddick 3 for 10 in the series. That's pretty good right there. As far as consistency goes. I guess 12 is what you'd like to have. 12 per inning.
Get you 108 in a complete game if you can do it. Our average 12. Russell Martin that time one of the fastball location up in the zone. Hughes threw it there and Reddick swung through it.
Going up there again, and this time Reddick watches it sail by high. 2-2 the count.
Mario Prieto in the background there behind Cespedes. Of course, Prieto, the interpreter for Giannis, and maybe giving him some encouragement. I don't think he has to do too much of anything. Just say, swing the bat.
Another high fastball. Martin wanted it in, and the ball's tailing back outside.
We mentioned about Cano hitting with Teixeira in the on-deck circle, first base open. Well, here you have it here with the very hot Cespedes, and Reddick should get a decent pitch to hit.
And he got a fastball that was down a little bit more than the other fastballs, and Reddick had a good swing.
It looked like he was right on it. The fact the pitch was on the inside corner maybe fooled Josh just enough, but He's got to be thinking the same thing. Cespedes extremely hot. Swing of the bat great. He's got to get a decent pitch to hit.
Again, the 3-2, and he struck him out. Off speed on 3-2. So the A's get a leadoff walk. Get out and get him home. 1-1 after 6. Is brought to you by Cache Creek's Tropical Riches. Win cash and prizes daily through September 3rd. Visit cachecreek.com for details. It's a 1-1 game, and it is the 7th inning. So both starting pitchers still in the game. Jared Parker has thrown 79 pitches through 6 innings. So he's got some throws left. He'll face Ibanez, Chavez, and Martin. First pitch is low to Raul Ibanez, who has the only RBI in the game. Out distribution for Parker. Allowed 5 hits. And now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
All of a sudden the game becomes a little bit more fair with the time and easier to pick up the ball. Not quite dark, but no shadows. And that's a big difference.
2-0 pitch is grounded to Weeks, and that is out number 1. CSNCalifornia.com is a new insider. Stay up to date on everything athletics with Casey Pratt. Follow Casey on Twitter at Casey Pratt CSN. And log on to A's Talk at CSNCalifornia.com all season long to read Casey's news and notes on the Athletics.
Well, he's dapper, too. Every time he comes to the park, he's looking sharp.
Yeah.
Tie on every day.
Tightens up pretty good. Base hit for Eric Chavez. That was in the 2nd inning. And a strike called 0-2.
Chavi thought the team of the 2001 season was the one that he felt was the best and should have won. Should have won the whole thing. It was that patent high leg kick, took the pitch that was borderline, called a strike. But that was a pretty good team, 2001. After that, a few guys left free agency.
Parker picks it up. Sounds like a broken bat. 2 outs.
Eric very happy with his role in the Yankees organization now. Playing some third. Feels that with the body and the number of years, he can't play every day. So with the DH role or playing third base to just time, play some first. Just a great guy to have. Of course, great in the clubhouse as well.
So here's Russell Martin. Martin goes after the first pitch, pops it foul.
Yeah, Martin hit one of the slams, the 3 slams that were hit. Cano also hit one, but he has power to the opposite field as Russell Martin. 10 home runs, although the batting average below 200, but still a threat in the lineup.
Yeah, the numbers. Batting average certainly down for Russell Martin. Last year, Martin hit .237, but he had 18 homers and 65 runs back. For 5 years with the Dodgers. Inch has it. And that's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 6 in a row retired by Parker. 7th inning stretch time, and we're going to get ready for Yoenis Cespedes. He's going to lead it off in the bottom of the 7th. The 7th inning, A's with just a couple of hits. One of them, a Cespedes long home run in the 4th inning, and he's going to lead it off. The first pitch is a fastball, and that's the one he wanted to take a rip at.
Couldn't believe he got it.
Please throw that again.
You might even think he's not going to throw me a first pitch fastball. Pretty good location inside corner. See, the smart catchers do that. They figure you hit a home run, you're not going to be looking for the same pitch. Come right back with the location. That was in Spanish. Can you
translate? Please throw that one again. And he came back with a fastball on the second pitch as well, but it was inside. Now it's 2-1.
See, we need Prieto if he can read lips in Spanish. Spanish interpret.
Big, sharp breaking ball, 2-2. Cespedes at the beginning of the year was swinging at pitches like this quite a bit, but man, he has not done it very often in the last, I guess, since he came back from the disabled list. Fastball just a touch inside, 3-2. Batting average versus off-speed pitches, 448 in July. And a breaking ball, and he missed outside, and for the 2nd inning in a row, Hughes has walked the leadoff man.
And that's where the maturity of Cespedes is really showing, because he's got to be thinking, he doesn't want to pitch to me. It's going to try to throw me an off-speed pitch, a breaking ball. He throws a curve and he's patient. He swung on one for strike 2. Missed the fastball inside. Martin calls a curveball outside, and he takes it. But he's becoming a very good 2-strike hitter, Cespedes, and that's the work of Chili Davis, making sure that he stays strong with all at-bats, all pitches, not giving anything away.
So the first pitch to Moss, he got a fastball and he fouls it back.
And he's working well with these guys, and got behind him Brandon Inge. May not have the batting average, but he's got some power numbers. Cespedes has both. Over 300 batting average, plus the home run power.
Moss with a couple of ground outs tonight. Count out. Cespedes taken off even. It's not out of the question.
Probably pay a little bit more attention to Cespedes than maybe Derek Norris. Norris sinking and stole the base in. He's third. 5-tool player in Cespedes.
This one pop foul left side.
Like Joe Girardi called down, Mike Harkey said, "Who?" Bullpen coach, and Joe started giving the hurry up, and maybe the communication was lacking. Maybe it didn't go through. Maybe it's a business signal.
Well, they're still not moving around real fast down there. If Girardi indeed wanted them to hurry up.
When you get the hand spinning, and it means kind of a hurry up. I think the phone must not be working. I think somebody's coming to the bullpen maybe to find out who's supposed to get up. Soriano, is he coming in to ask? Or maybe getting ready for what he hopes is a 9th inning. Haven't seen him. He is the closer with Mariano Rivera on the disabled list.
Good lead for Cespedes at first. 0-2 to count to Moss. Bends him back. Looks like Cody Epley, who was the losing pitcher last night, is the guy who's warming up. Moss one around, and that's strikeout number 5 for Hughes.
Couldn't lay off the high fastball. It was high. 3 strikes. That this a check swing too far. It's called by the home plate umpire, but Brandon just unfortunately did not lay off the high fastball out of the strike zone.
So Hughes will now face Chris Carter. Carter cues one, and that'll stay foul. The Rangers beat the Angels earlier today, 9-2 in Anaheim. Darvish got his 11th win. He struck out 11 in 7 innings. Irvin Santana's struggles continue. He gave up 6 earned runs in 8 hits in an inning and 2/3. He's 4-10. Now behind in the count 0-2. The Rangers hit 5 home runs. Kinsler, Beltre, Napoli with 2, and Torrealba. So it'll be the rubber game of that series tomorrow. So Texas is now 6 up on the Angels in the West. Carter a single and a ground out, and he waits and the pitch is in the dirt.
Cespedes with the protection on his left hand. Perhaps the thumb that he jammed sliding in second base, but then holding a batting glove in his right hand. And that's like guy picking up a bird. You want to make sure you have a clenched fist with your right hand so the fingers don't stick out and you jam. So it forces with a batting glove. keep the hand closed, so he's got protection in both hands. Ricky Henderson was able to steal as many bases as he did, sliding head first. Didn't hurt his hands.
Never got hurt.
Didn't hurt his hands. Didn't hurt his chest.
Carter out in front. In Arizona tonight, Jason Kubel has hit 3 home runs and has knocked in 6 runs against the Astros. 6th
player with at least 3, and Josh Hamilton had 4.
Well, he's hitting right now in the bottom of the 8th inning, so he's got a chance for a 4-homer game. He was good against the A's when the A's were down in Arizona. Carter, a one-hopper toward Cano. He flips to Jeter. Jeter, nice play. And it's a 4-6-3 double play. Side retired. We're headed to the 8th inning. Pitchers duel at the Coliseum, tied at 1. On Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Roaring Camp Railroads. Proud to welcome Thomas the Tank Engine and friends. Details at roaringcamp.com. Dwayne Wise leading it off. Wise is the 9th place hitter. And then it'll be Jeter and Granderson. Parker at 91 pitches. Wise shows bunt, and it's a strike. The Tigers beat the White Sox. We mentioned that earlier, 7-1. And Detroit is now right where they thought they would be, in first place in the Central. Porcello beats Sale.
First place and try to catch up as they get on a roll. And again, we've talked about Bob Melvin, the players playing hard for him. Jim Leland's kind of the same type of manager. Play hard. You want to play hard for him, and you're going to have success.
Parker, a high fastball, and Wise missed it. Strikeout number 4. Brett Anderson made a rehab start tonight in Stockton. Couple innings. The most important thing there is how many pitches did he throw? So he's healthy now. It's build up that arm strength and get to where you can throw 80, 90, 100 pitches.
And it's going to be in August, and he's going to be available. And McCarthy still on the DL. Of course, Cliff Pennington joined McCarthy. Dallas Braden. Anderson, of course, and he's got Sizemore out for the season. Don't want to think about too many guys on the disabled list.
Breaking ball and a good one, and Jeter missed it.
Well, he started with a fastball, change up, a fastball, now a slider, and a good one. Jeter Swung at the first two he saw in the game, a base hit and a ground out. Different his third time, this time aggressively going after the first pitch again.
This one chopped to Sogard. He charges to get a good hop, and that's out number 2.
Great description. You charge, you always, as an infielder, want to make sure you get the best hop, and if it means charging, you do that. Throw on the run, or you can stay back, depending how hard the ball is hit. But watch Sogard come charging in. With the one hop off the grass, you don't want to stay back and take one off the dirt. Might have some top spin. Jeter runs well. Get rid of the ball quickly.
So that is 8 in a row retired by Jared Parker. And his first pitch to Granderson is a bit high. Orioles beat the Indians 3-1. A couple of those teams that are in that wild card hunt with the Athletics. Baltimore has now won 4 in a row. Robertson starts to throw for the Yankees. Jim Thome hit a home run for the Orioles, 611 now in his career.
Say, who did he pass? Sammy Sosa. Yeah, he passed him. They were tied. As Dr. Doolittle gets ready. Doolittle not available last night because he pitched back-to-back games for the first time, so shut him down. And Ryan Cook might be on there. He had 3 in a row.
Change up, swing and a miss, 2-2.
Well, changeup has been excellent tonight. You get Curtis Granderson fooled as he was on a couple of changeups. Walked him on a 3-2 changeup last at bat.
And he went around, and that's another strikeout for Parker. He has retired 9 in a row. It's the bottom of the 8th coming up. We are tied at 1.
Deck? No way!
Check out our game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Yoenis Cespedes in the 4th inning, a long home run. And that tied the game at 1, and Jared Parker has been terrific. 8 innings, 5 hits, just 1 run. It was an RBI single by Ibanez in the 4th inning. So both he and Phil Hughes have been great tonight. Hughes is still out there. It's 1-5-0 for the Yankees, 1-2-0 for the Athletics. So bottom of the 8th. And that one's driven to right center. Granderson going back. It's near the wall, and it's gone. That's a home run, and the A's have taken the lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
they got it going. Fastball, Brandon Inge. Power opposite field. And just like Kirkman on Wednesday points up, Hughes does it again. This ball like hits on Wednesday, it's long gone. I think the pitchers just want to point it out. Fly ball, yes, but opposite field hitting by Brandon Inge again.
So it hit that concrete right in front of the seats, right above the 388 sign. That one bounced right back to Hughes. So Sogard is retired.
Jared Parker, 8 solid innings. Getting ready to put his jacket on. Dallas Braden liked it. Likely liked it. Hicks. Everybody likes it. Especially the pitchers. And there it is. Weekend with Bernie. There they go. I got to see the movie. I know that's what they're talking about.
It's a good movie.
You've seen it.
It's a little weird, but it's a good movie.
That's what I've heard. That's why I got to see it, because they're doing this, and it's all about that. Whatever. And it looks like, Sean Doolittle. Looks like he might be the guy. Doolittle warming up.
And he'll face Rodriguez, Cano, and Teixeira. More fun at the ballpark. So Inge with his 9th home run. He's had 3 hits in the game, 2 of them homers, and they lead 2-1. How about that?
Now, Brandon Inge, his last one before the one against Texas on the 18th came on June the 12th, so over a month. And he hits 2 within 3 days. Cap, the amazing thing about Brandon Inge, I have left the park and I hear somebody in the batting cage. And I walk by and it's Inge taking batting practice after a night game. And I asked him about it, and he said, I know my swing if I'm struggling and I know I'm doing something incorrectly. I don't want to wait until the next day. So I'm going to go to the batting cage, work on it, and be ready to go to the next day. Time now for the Home Depot doing more on defense. And what a play by Coco Crisp. Curtis Granderson thought he maybe had a base hit, but watch Coco come out of nowhere. Playing in center field, came running in, no slide, no dive, kept his feet, kept running down by the shoe tops. And a great play by Coco Crisp, robbing Curtis Granderson. One center fielder to another.
So the first pitch to Crisp on the inside corner for a strike. So a mistake by Phil Hughes, and Inge takes care of it, and just like that, the A's have the lead. This one popped into shallow left center, and it'll fall. So Coco Crisp has a 2-out hit, his first hit. And Joe Girardi's coming out. And at 117 pitches, Phil Hughes, who pitched well tonight, but 2 home runs, and he's walking off trailing 2-1.
Broadcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by Jack in the Box. Get the all-American Jack Combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and a drink for only $4.99 plus tax at participating stores.
So Brandon Inge with a home run leading off the bottom of the 8th inning. And that is the difference now. The A's 2-1 lead. So Boone Logan comes in, the left-hander, to face Weeks. First pitch to Weeks is high. Logan threw last night just a third of an inning, 12 pitches. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Maybe too full for Joe Girardi. The speed of Coco Crisp, bring a lefty in, keep him closer, turn Jamal Weeks around about right-handed. Yeah.
And Coco's going to be picked off, the rundown, and it ends up in the hands of the pitcher who missed the tag, and Coco gets back.
Wow. Wow. Houdini.
So through it all, we go right back to where we were. Coco Crisp at first base, and that's generally why you do not want the pitcher to get involved in the rundown.
Exactly. The pickoff, Coco said, oops, I'm going on first move, they got me. And then Teixeira throws to Cano. He avoids the tag by the pitcher who went over the head, and then the head first slide. Martin thought maybe he had blocked him off. Let's see if Martin gets his shin guard in, but there's the pitcher missing, and Coco really not out of the baseline. Martin tried to put his shin guards down, and he says he's safe, and you're right, Brandon. But the shin guard was down, but Coco went around the shin guard with his hand.
It's a strike to Weeks, so the count 1-1.
What is it about you come to the park, you may see something you've never seen before? Add it to the list. Because Coco gave up. He was going on first move. Logan picked and got him, and Coco gave up, but then got the run down and got back safely.
Well, now you could really tick off the pitcher and swipe the bag now.
And then score on a base hit. Outfield playing shallow again, especially center and right for Jamal. Drive the ball and let Cocos run.
Weeks is 0 for 3. He's hit 3 fly balls today.
Captain, the point you made was accurate about trying to keep the pitcher out of a rundown. There's a number of reasons. And that is, of course, a play like that, but you also are concerned about an injury if he gets involved. It didn't happen. It's just that Logan missed the tag.
Generally, you'd like to have him just clear out of the way.
Exactly. That's why Martin hustled down from the catching spot. He had nothing else to do, just the runner at first base. And usually, a catcher can block a guy sliding back head first, but he tried. But good job by Coco going around the shin guards.
So 2-2 the count. And now Coco is picked off again, and they got him this time. So that's how the inning ends. This is how it started. Brandon Inge, right center field, and it was a long one, folks. And that gives the A's the 2-1 lead. 9th inning coming up. Judge with the home run in the bottom of the 8th inning, and it's 2-1. A's lead. Parker goes 8 terrific innings, and now it's up to Sean Doolittle. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog expert. So Doolittle trying for his first career save, and the first pitch to Alex Rodriguez is lofted, foul territory, and it's into the first row seats. Another one-run game, 6-game winning streak in one-run games. Rodriguez, Cano, and Teixeira, the 3 hitters. Rodriguez is 1 for 3. And that is a changeup that stays just outside. 1-1 the count. Doolittle pitched an inning on Thursday night through just 10 pitches. Another foul ball back.
And that's a good fastball. And you miss with a changeup. And the hitter pretty much knows that he's going to get a fastball. And Alex Rodriguez fouled it over the first base dugout. Powerful hitter as he is, could not get around. Pretty good fastball by his left-hander. He's got a good one.
Outfield extremely deep. 1-2. Getting fouled to the right side. $14 home runs on the year for Alex Rodriguez. A shot to left field at a base hit. So Rodriguez has his second hit.
Time now for the AT&T U-verse reverse replay. Brandon Inge. And a great third base, but how about a first pitch fastball from Phil Hughes, and Hughes points up, and that's where it was going, over the 388, the concrete, and right center. It's not over yet.
So Cano steps in. Teixeira comes into the on-deck circle.
And an Inge pointing, letting Sogard know that if he gets a ground ball, he has to go to Sogard. Weeks way off the bag at second. Not really a shift straight up, but he too far to get to second.
Swing and a miss by Cano as he went after the first fastball from Doolittle. Hitless tonight is Cano. Got 3 hits in the series. Fastball in on the hands, he fouls it back. Look at the starters, and they're all rookies. 6 innings for Griffin, 7 innings for Malone, 8 innings for Parker.
1 walk of all the starters. How do you think Sean Doolittle's feeling right now? A year ago, he wasn't even close doing what he's doing right now, trying to save a 2-1 game against the New York Yankees.
No, he wasn't even a pitcher.
No, he wasn't at the time.
He was thinking about it, though.
Had a cast on his right hand. Tommy Cam shows this ball off the plate, called perfectly by Wally Bell. Remember last night, of course, the outfield playing deep, but last night Cano took one down the left field line to tie the game in the 9th.
Fastball, and Cano takes it, so the count is even at 2-2. Cologne tomorrow.
Another rookie.
Youngster. Against CC Sabathia. That should be a good one. Short lead for Rodriguez at first. And Cano swing and a miss. He struck him out. 94 miles an hour, and that's out number 1.
Well, he went to heater, and that's a very good pitch. Good thing to do. Instead of trying to mess around with a curve or change up, just challenge him. And Cano, maybe with 2 strikes, slight hesitation in the swing. Did not make contact with a high fastball. And Doolittle with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball threw it by him.
So 1 out, and here's Teixeira. Raul Ibanez is the on-deck hitter.
The big guy, Andrew Jones, he's the right-hander in the dugout. Of course, they have been platooning.
Teixeira takes a fastball for a strike.
Andrew Jones struck out 4 times last night. Jared Parker looking for 9th inning save by Sean Doolittle.
Teixeira takes another one for a strike, and it's 0-2. How many times will Mark Teixeira take 2 fastballs right down the middle and not swing?
From a fastball pitcher. Can't be looking for anything but fastball, because Doolittle doesn't throw anything except the fastball with occasional.
And he took another fastball that was very close.
Might throw an occasional curveball or a changeup, but mostly it's just rear back and throw hard, as he has done since the first day against the Rangers when he struck out the side, his first 3 batters.
So the count is 1-2. Rodriguez takes off, and the pitch is strike 3 called, and Rodriguez will steal the bag. Teixeira's called out on strikes. Another fastball, and he didn't swing it.
Not swing at 4 fastballs.
Unbelievable. 3 of them were called strikes. Doolittle says thank you.
Alex took off, and not much of a chance for Derek Norris. Good stop by Jamal Weeks as Alex Rodriguez, remember, a 40-40 man back younger days, but this time steals, and it's going to be Andrew Jones pinch hitting. He faced Doolittle in the 7th inning on Thursday, coming in to pinch hit, popped up, got a fastball. So this has been the formula for Joe Girardi, lefty righty. And Kurt Young visiting with the pitcher. Eric Chavez the on deck circle, and remember Dick Swisher not available with the hip flexor. I assume he's not available to hit. They have Stewart, the right hander,
and Nix, Jason Nix.
Right.
So Jones, the pinch hitter, steps in.
Remember how aggressive he was last night? Struck out 4 times, but he did not get cheated.
He's got 12 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Rodriguez, the tying run at second, 2 outs. First pitch, a fastball right there for a strike.
Mike Geiger trying to move Jamal Weeks at second base, or move Carter off the line a little bit, but fastball inside corner, perfectly thrown by Sean Doolittle.
And that one almost hit Jones, running way inside.
It's a great location, though. Got a little bit extra on the fastball. All hitters like to extend their arms. Nobody likes to get a fastball inside. They don't want to get jammed. So if you can make the pitch, get it inside, especially with good velocity, should have success. That guy likes to extend his arms. So does he. They have done it tonight, both have homered.
Changeup, and it stays outside. So 2-1 to Andrew Jones. Back to the screen. Good fastball and a good swing by Jones, and the count is 2-2, and the crowd is alive, and they're into it, and they're on their feet.
Another good location And a big swing by Andrew Jones, and their 3 starting pitchers like it. Parker a little bit more.
Two and two. Fastball is high, and now it's a full count.
Not a bad place to go again. You know that Jones is going to be aggressive. That is like the RBI opportunity.
And that one hit high down the left field line, foul territory, and it's going to reach the seats.
I think he timed that one pretty nicely. Just out in front, looked fastball, did extend his arms, but it was a 92, and he hooked it foul, way down the left field line.
Bill will do it again. Pitch swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that's the ball game. So Doolittle gives up a leadoff single and then strikes out Cano, Teixeira, and Jones, and he gets his first major league save, and he does it against the Yankees. So the A's, this unbelievable roll continues. The A's have now won 8 out of 9 and 13 out of their last 15, and they have hit the 50-win mark.
94-mile-an-hour challenge fastball, Mr. Jones. See if he can hit it in. He pulled the 92 foul. He got the 94, and it blew him by him. And Sean Doolittle pitching to a rookie. Guys weren't even close to the big leagues this time last year. And here they are, a first three games against the Yankees, and Sean Doolittle just blew the fastball by him.
So a couple of homers, and Parker a terrific performance. Doolittle the save, and the A's have won the first 3 games of the series. They'll go for the sweep tomorrow with Bartolo Colon on the mound. 2-1 is your final A's over the Yankees. You've been watching Oakland A's baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group. Don't go away. A's postgame live with Brody Brazil and Fernando Vina starts right now.